Hey, I'm Gerald Veasley here at the 2010 NAMM show. It's been a lot of fun. It's great to kind of be here hanging out with you on the website from Bass Frontiers. Great website. Great content here. I'm a bass player, so I've been playing a number of years and working with people like Joe Zawinul, the Zawinul Syndicate, which was a great time in my career from maybe about 10 years off and on with Joe. Also worked with Grover Washington Jr. I consider those two guys sort of my mentors, and did a lot of work on the R&B side with people like Gerald Veasley, recorded with him, recorded with Teddy Pendergrass. Did a lot of blues and some gospel, and I just love bass playing. I love the groove-oriented stuff, but also love, playing on the high end and playing the solos and the chordal stuff. I'm primarily a 6-string bass player. That's what I do. And got started in Philadelphia, where I live, actually playing for my uncle's group, the Dixie Hummingbirds, which was a kind of a gospel quartet. It really was influential in my life. And I kind of grew up in Philly playing in R&B bands and soul bands, and learned a little bit about jazz once I heard the famous Miles Davis recording called Kind of Blue. Really opened my mind to what jazz could be. And took lessons and learned more and more. But I was kind of on a different track. I went to college, I went to University of Pennsylvania, where I got a full scholarship, where I decided I was going to be a lawyer. As if the world needed one more lawyer. And then, unfortunately, in my junior year, my dad passed away. And the only thing that gave me comfort and made me feel like I could kind of make sense of all of it was music. And I once again committed myself to music, never looked back. Did a lot of gigging and playing in Europe with people like Odine Pope, who's a great saxophone player, and John Blake, who's an amazing jazz violinist. And just one thing led to another, and worked with people like McCoy Tyner and all sorts of opportunities. In 1992, I recorded my first solo record for Heads Up Records that included people like Grover Washington Jr. and Joe Zawinul, all of my buddies. And then 8 CDs later, I'm still recording music and still at it. And in between all that time, fell in love with teaching, which now is really my passion. I have a program called the Bass Boot Camp. We started in 2002. It's for bass players of all levels. I was just telling someone that we teach people if they just got a bass for Christmas, or we teach people who are actually teachers of bass themselves, experienced players. Everybody's welcome. The only requirement is that we really like players who are serious about taking their playing to the next level. We stay away from tricks and licks, and we really try to teach music, really try to get people inspired to know more about the craft and the art of playing bass. We've had all kinds of instructors through the years. My inspiration, Victor Wooten, who started one of the first bass camps, and he does his down in the Tennessee area and does a lot of great things combining bass and nature. I'm a city boy. We do our bass camp a little bit differently, but it's very nurturing, very intense. And the 2010 Bass Boot Camp is happening March 19th through the 21st. And it happens near Philadelphia, about an hour from Philly. Got a great lineup. Stu Hamm, Brian Bromberg, Adam Nitti, Anthony Wellington is one of our instructors, the great Michael Mannering, Bakiti Kumalo. We try to have a kind of a diverse lineup, and it's just awesome. It's a 3-day weekend, very intense, but again, everyone encourages each other. And we've, over these years, the students themselves have really created sort of a community. So it's really a tight-knit group that has grown through the years, and I guess over the last 8.5 years, we've served over 600 bass players of all styles, and they keep coming back. And now we've expanded. So we not only do the one camp in March, we also do the camp on a cruise in October. We're going to Canada to do our first bass boot camp out of the country called BBC Canada. One of the key reasons I'm here at the NAMM show is that we're introducing a new signature model bass. It's been a long time coming. I've been Ibanez endorser for over 20 years. And finally we came up with a design that is a really great handmade custom bass, and I'm really excited about it. It's called a GV1006. It's kind of based on the Sound Gear model, but with some really special tweaks, using alder with a maple top, of course 6-string bass, with some really nice hardware. They have a really unique design for the bridge called a monorail bridge, where each individual bridge is, each individual piece on the bridge actually is separate from each other, cuts down on the sympathetic vibrations. Got great EQ. We're using the Aguilar preamp 3-band EQ. Actually it's 4-band because the mid-range, you have a choice of 400 and 800 hertz. Really, really cool design. The coolest thing about it is that it's got an ultra thin neck. For a 6-string player, that's really important because you can actually get your hands around it to play chords and play melodies and switch between melodic playing and groove playing really easily. Closer string spacing, so it's not comfortable for the slap player, but why would you slap on a 6-string anyway? So anyway, it's a great melodic bass. I love it. Check it out when you get a chance. You can go online and check it out on the Ibanez website or my website. I'm really proud of it. And that's it. If there's anything any young player should make sure that they do, and actually there's 2 things. I'm going to expand the question a little bit. The first thing is to learn your instrument. And not just the physical aspect of playing, which is really difficult enough. But learn about music. Learn the notes on your instrument. It sounds simple, right? But you can go far sometimes in terms of physical skill without actually knowing what you're doing. So take the time to learn your instrument, learn all the notes, then learn a little, at least, about harmony theory. I know it may sound intimidating, but it's really not that deep. You should learn about scales and chords. That will really help you become a better musician, not just a better bass player, but really expand your career. And the second thing I'll say is that it's really cool to be versatile. I know you have your favorite style, everybody does, but try to learn a variety of styles. That's going to help you become a more well-rounded musician. And on a practical level, it's going to help you be more in demand in terms of working, because look, we all got to eat as bass players. So hope that advice helps. Hope that helps you. So, you can check me out at GeraldVeasley.com, and I hope to see you somewhere soon in a concert or maybe here at the NAMM convention. You guys take care. God bless.